This book here, it's called It's Perfectly Normal. I'll read some of this for you. It says, after a bit, a person's becomes moist and slippery, and the clitoris becomes hard. After a bit, a person's becomes erect, stiff, and larger.
Pastor,
sometimes a bit of clear fluid that may contain a few sperm comes out of the tip of the penis and makes it wet.
Can we, sir, I'm sorry.
Was it something I said? If you don't want to hear it in a school board meeting, why should children be able to check it out of the school system?
Thank you. I'm going to read you an assignment given to my 15-year-old daughter at a local high school.
15.
This will be horrifying for me to read to you, but that will give you perspective on how she must have felt when her teacher required her to memorize this and to act it out in front of her entire class.
Memorize, act it out.
I don't love you. It's not you. It's just, I don't like your dick. Or any dick in that case. I cheated, Joe.
I'm sorry.
This is propaganda.
Forgive me. Excuse me. I don't, thank you so much for your, comment. Forgive me. We're not using profanity. Are you?
Okay.
We have the time back. That's relevant. I should be talking.
Okay.
Yes. The teacher
This
required my daughter to memorize this and read this pornographic material.
excuse me. Please don't engage with the audience.
Okay. Sorry,
So
it's my
please
first time
continue your
here.
public comment. Your time is, you've got 1 minute and 19 seconds. I ask you simply, this is a public meeting. I ask for decorum.
This book here, it's called It's Perfectly Normal. I'll read some of this for you. It says, after a bit, a person's becomes moist and slippery, and the clitoris becomes hard. After a bit, a person's becomes erect, stiff, and larger. Sometimes a bit of clear fluid that may contain a few sperm comes out of the tip of the penis and makes it wet.
Can we, sir, I'm sorry.
Was it something I said? If you don't want to hear it in a school board meeting, why should children be able to check it out of the school system? We have perverts that are perverting our kids. And you all sit back smug in your chairs, but you don't want me to read it. Why? Does it bother you? Yes or no? You can't answer that question. You want to know why? Because politically speaking, you can't say that it's wrong. And you don't want me to read the filth because it exposes the truth. How dare you tell me to stop reading it? If you don't want to hear it, why should the children have to see it?
Pastor, your time is up. Thank you.
That makes two of us.
Welcome to Ears to the Street with Fact and Entertainment. Me, I'm your boy HG, and I gotta go back in. This is relating to the video that I posted yesterday in regards to your children being safe. Do you hear what these two concerned parents are talking about? What they're talking about in regards to the reading materials and the assignments that their children have to learn and demonstrate and memorize and reenact in school. And you're telling me this is appropriate? You're telling me that there isn't something going on with the school system and how certain pornographic, over-sexualized material is being implemented into the school system? Drag queens reading to your kids in the school system? You know, forced homosexual lifestyles, is being forced upon families, forced on children. Look at Dwayne Wade, promoting sex changes for minors. This is the world you live in. This is what you support, right? This is what you support, right? When you talk politics, when you talk capitalism, this is what you support, right? You think all this isn't tied in together? Look who's running the country, and look how the laws dictate the environment. Pornographic material in high school. The most when I was in high school, I think this was either freshman or sophomore year, we in health class, we had a class when they talked about sexually transmitted diseases. but not sitting there reenacting. And then do you see the lady who was reading the material? The material is from the standpoint of a woman basically divorcing or breaking up with her boyfriend and saying how she doesn't even like penis. So basically she's admitting that she likes females, that she's a lesbian. You see that? Look at these lesbian roles that your children have to play out in school for this whole, LGBTQ thing. And hey, if that's your lifestyle, cool. But why does that lifestyle have to be forced upon other people? Because, and then that's another thing, with the gentleman's reading, that's a hypersexual content, even if it's heterosexual. You see what I'm saying? Just the over sexualized society that we live in. You have to make up in your mind, are you pro this or are you against this? And then you have to factor in the other things that tie into these conversations and these particular sexual topics. Sex sells, right? If sex sells, then we have to look at capitalism. We're talking about a huge web of deception, evil, manipulation, force. This is a huge web that we're dealing with. So, it just bothers me how I have to go back and forth with grown people in my DMs, attacking me for the things that I put out. I got so many DMs on that stuff I posted yesterday with the drag queens and stuff. Oh, you probably don't know this, you probably don't know that. And the reason you defend it is because you're either that or you have a loved one who participates in that particular lifestyle, and since you love them, you feel you have to defend it. Or some of you, Bible thumpers, or however you want to put it. I'm not, disrespecting anyone's religion, but you just feel like everyone's equal and everyone should be loved and all that nonsense. Come on, man. You're making excuses for what you can clearly see is not right, is not correct, is not natural. You have two parents up here reading the content in this council meeting, whatever it's this board of education meeting, and they don't even want to hear the content, but this content is what your children is forced to read in the school curriculum. When will you guys wake up? When will the masses wake up? When will you single mothers wake up? When will you single fathers wake up? When will whole family units wake up? This is a huge fight on our hands. And if you're not looking at it as if it's a fight, then you're already behind the ball. You're already behind the ball. And I want to point out something too with this video. It isn't just always the black conversation. I get DMs and comments from people that's white that's not agreeing with a lot of the stuff that this country is doing. A lot of it. White people as well that's upset. Look at that white woman. Does she look happy, or is she trying to play the race card? No, this is her children, and you have a curriculum and a system of education that's forcing inappropriate content. Come on, guys. We got to wake up. We got to wake up. We got to wake up. Are your kids safe? Are your children safe? While you're sitting here talking about global economics and all that stuff, okay, yeah, that has its place to be talked about. That has its place to be talked about. But how does that tie into this? And it ties into it in a huge way. $80,000, $90,000, $60,000, $50,000 debt education. Educational debt. Come on, guys. This is, it gets frustrating. It gets frustrating when you talking to people and they're too narrow visioned. They don't see how everything is tied into everything. And they consider themselves to be equal citizens in this country. I don't even care if you're white, you're still not equal. If you're not behind the curtains, if you're not the Wizard of Oz, if you're not the Wizard of Oz, and you're not behind that curtain, then you're not equal. And black people, please, we're so far down on the totem pole, it doesn't even make any sense. And black people are the ones that give you the most hassle when you try to tell them and inform them and make them knowledgeable. But they're so narrow vision, you can't tell them anything. And that right there is why we're at the bottom of the list on every social statistic that you can think of. You got two parents right here. I had a female DM me telling me how they were trying to get her daughter in school and the other children as well to read some type of satanic manuscripts and stuff. And it didn't work out because the parents fought against it, which was a good thing. But just think, if they're trying to implement that in this one particular school, how this is going on nationwide. Not to even talk global, this is going on nationwide. Why is there such an attack on children and their psychology? The same way as an attack on you and your psychology. And that's why a lot of you are fucked up now. 30, 40, 50 years old, ain't got a plumb fucking sense. No sense. Just slow with it. Oh, yeah, vote for Biden. Yeah, look at you voting. Oh my God. I don't know what to say, man. Just hit the like and subscribe button. Ears to the street with Factor Entertainment Meet. I'm out.
I'm from the streets with a hood to swallow a man. I'm from the streets with a hood to swallow a man. I'm from the streets with a
all my niggas out there,
hood to
I
swallow
see you,
a
man, kicking up
Bullets to
dust.
follow a man.
Watch out for them trying to get their pockets stuffed. I'm from them deadly corners. I had to stand on and get off bags of marijuana. Watching for the police. Damn, it's deep in these streets. You got your haters hating, you clocking, making more money than he. But shit, I play it real smooth, keep it fully loaded too. Don't run up, I got like 3 eyes on you, and I won't hesitate. I make your soul elevate to the upper room. Bye bye, nigga, it's your fate, and this is my cake. You can't have that, and this is my way. I divided stacks, plus I multiply, subtracted all the competition that I'm standing on top. So listen to this, and maybe you can see I'm up on that list, the A1. Yeah, you can see I'm as cold as they come. So where my credit, don't sweat it. I get you in the long run, I get you in the short term, years to come.
I'm from the streets with a
I see you out there, Chi-Town, Windy City, running up to the kayaks and niggas what they want. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Let me get a dub. Rest in peace to all my niggas, I won't say your names. I can't give up them stories, they shouldn't be explained. Because police still surveillance and snitches still telling. And it's a cold world, I just can't tell you about it all. And at times it's hard to reminisce on y'all. So God bless the dead and life goes on. We gon' kick it again, my friend. But till then I'm focused on ends. So until you come home, got a place within. Cautious of my new connect, he seem cool as a fan. But when that heat come, why they not handcuffing him? I done sat in them cells like I sat on them rims. I've been walking for miles and belt out for 10. I accepted them calls and mail kites to friends. I never neglected y'all, so y'all do the same for him. And I appreciate that. This for my streets, come back, I'm back.
I'm from the
All my go-getters, hustling niggas, trying to stack them figures. We got mouths to feed, no other choice. It's crazy.
I'm from the streets with a hood to swallow a man.
That's where I'm from.
swallow 'em at.
That's
I'm
where
from
we
the
from.
streets where the hood can swallow 'em at.
That's where I'm at.
Swallow 'em at.
Uh-huh.
So much coke.
Yeah.